Hey everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed your week off and had fun over that spring break. This week we will be changing from the CAD software and the 3D printing. Though I thought it was cool, we're going to post this on Edmodo, but Play-Doh just came out with their first 3D printer that works with an iPad. I'm pulling that article up now. There we go. Really cool. As you can already see, this technology is getting to be where you can make cheaper toys with it. So I haven't checked into this too much. I don't know how accurate they're able to make this stuff, but still very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see questions here. Oh yeah, Nico already knew about that. Okay. But yeah, see more and more toys like that coming out as this technology gets cheaper. Yeah, this week we are going to shift gears and go back, do a little bit more with programming. And we're going to be working with Minecraft, using Python to manipulate Minecraft. And you guys should have already put Minecraft on your Pis in lab. But I wanted to just get a show of hands, if you guys could raise your hand if you do have Minecraft on your Pi. All right, some people say they don't have it on their Pi right now and they're going to take notes. That's great. If you don't have it, you can pull. Okay, some people are saying that they have it on their regular computer. That's great, but Minecraft for Pi is a little different than regular Minecraft, and we'll see that. Okay, that's okay that you don't have it connected to the internet. We will talk about how to get it at that point. No, go ahead and put your hands down. So some people have it on their Pi, some do not, and we'll talk a little bit later about how we're going to run class today. If you don't have Minecraft on your Pi, you can we're going to be working with Python, so you can work with Python on your computer, and hopefully I'll be showing you guys how to put Minecraft on your computers, but it does take a little bit of time, so I'm going to be showing you guys, and this information is going to be available, but asking you guys to actually put Minecraft on your computers after class. But it's a good review, even if you have it already on your Pi, because it's a good review of how to put any program that you get from the internet onto your Pi. So before we get started into this review on how to put the program on your computer, here are some websites that we're going to publish on Edmodo. And they're just a little bit more information about this Raspberry Pi Python pairing. What we're going to get through today, this week, we're only doing Minecraft for today and Wednesday. This is the really new technology in terms of Raspberry Pi and Minecraft. It's not. If you were to buy Minecraft, or if you use Minecraft for your regular computer, that's going to be more advanced, more finished software than what we're using right now. This is really trial versions. They've made available to the public because that way the public doesn't have to wait an entire year. to get the software, and also the public can kind of have a more open dialogue about what's working and what they'd like to see. So this is beta software. It's really, really new. It's very buggy. There's not too much information about it, but if you really like what we did in the past this week and you are interested and want to learn more and do some more projects, we have some more information about that and different codes you could do. But also, kind of along those lines, if you're frustrated, if you're following all of the steps and it's just not seeming to work, um, if randomly your Raspberry Pi shuts down, that's probably because there are bugs in the software. Sometimes it bugs out and acts weird, and we don't exactly know why. So if you're frustrated, just take your time. Everyone goes through these frustrations. I had trouble getting it onto my Pi. I know Mr. D has spent countless hours trying to figure out how these functions work. So just be patient. Know that you are not alone and that this is really advanced stuff. So let's talk about installing Minecraft on your Pi. What you'd need is either a way to connect your Pi to the internet, or what I'll be showing you today is how you can get it on, download the files onto your Mac or PC, and then use a USB drive to transfer it. So first, here's the website you can go to. And I'm going to exit out for a moment. I'm going to send this to everyone so they have it as a link. You don't have to go to there right now, but just so that you have it for later. Oh, Evan, I'm glad you're on vacation and you're still checking in. That's great. Enjoy your vacation. It's okay you don't have your Pi. Oh, Nico, that's strange. About your SD card memory. When is the next Minecraft Pi update coming out? Asks Steven. Steven, I'm not sure, but that is something I can check on a little bit later in class while you guys are copying code. All right. Go back to this. So once you have the files downloaded on your Mac or PC, what you want is this file here, Minecraft-Pi-0.11. So with these really low numbers, you know this is a very, very early edition. You're going to download them and then transfer the downloads onto a USB drive. But if you are using a Mac, if you're using a PC, it'll be a zip file and it'll work great. But if you're using a Mac and you are using Safari, Safari is going to try to take away that .gz. So what you have to do is go into Safari, Preferences, and unclick this checkbox. Kind of frustrating that they do that as the standard. Make sure this is not checked, and that way when you download the file, that .gz will still be attached. See, the reason that they do that a Mac would do that, is because a Mac is able to read this file and understand it even without that .gz, but the Linux operating system will not be. So you have to make sure that's still on there. All right. So you put it on a USB drive. Remove your USB drive from your computer and attach it to your Pi. I kind of have this tool where you can plug in multiple USB devices into this tool, and then it only takes up one USB slot, which is really handy for my Pi since we only have two USB connectors to the Pi. But if you need to unplug either your keyboard or your mouse, who can raise their hand and tell me which one they should unplug to do this? I'll repeat the question. Oh, Luke has his hand right up. Hey Luke, what do you think?
Keyboard.
And why would you say keyboard?
Because you would need your mouse to click on stuff.
Exactly right, Luke. We're thinking that through, yeah. So when you're putting in your USB drive, and some of you guys may have experienced this already, unplug your keyboard, not your mouse. I'm sure you guys would figure that out when you were doing it. All right, and then you're going to start up the file manager on your Pi. And as a reminder, guys, this is how you put any software, anything that you want on your Pi that you get from the internet, that you've downloaded from the internet. This is a great way to learn. So if you're thinking, man, Minecraft's already on my Pi, do I need to really be paying attention? It's just great to learn if you want to be putting other things onto your Pi from your computer. If you remember, consider this is your bottom left corner of your screen. Next to that Start window is this icon here. It's the File Manager. And we're going to click on that File Manager. And you're going to copy the file from the USB drive to the Pi subdirectory. So if you look at that File Manager, when you open it, you'll kind of see to the left, it lists different places on your Pi. The top one has a little house and it says Pi. That's the Pi subdirectory. And you'll see further down, it'll say something to do with your USB drive, the name of your USB drive or something like that. You can click on that and you'll see the file and you'll be able to pull it and hover over the Pi subdirectory, that little house that says Pi, and send it there. It's like a file, a subdirectory similar to like a file that you might be more used to on your PC or Mac. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not just showing you, it is because that Mr. D and I have not found good screen share software for you guys to watch me do the lessons on my Pi. So I'm gonna help the best I can. We can't even really get screenshots, so I have some, pictures from the camera, but they're not very clear. They're kind of fuzzy, so hopefully we can work through this together. To decompress the file, so the file was compressed into this zip. To decompress the file, you open the LX terminal, double click that on your Pi, and you do the following command, tar -zxvf, remember this is all lowercase, and then the name of the file. So here with Minecraft, this is the name of the file, right? That's what you would type in, but if it was something else, the tar-zxvf is going to be the same, and then just the name of the file. And that might not work for any program software that you're moving over, but for a tar file like this. Launching Minecraft on your Pi. Now you have the files transferred over to the Pi. You'll see some script that will run. You're still in the terminal. To get Minecraft to run, what you're going to do first is change directory. And so that's this command cd, and then you type out the directory that you want. And when they say directory, it's another, you can think of it as kind of like a folder. So you're telling your Pi whatever, consider the files that are in this folder, in this case mcpi. That's a way to think about it. That's not an exactly correct analogy, but it's a way to think about it. Then we're going to launch Minecraft by this command here. All right, so any of you guys that have your Pis out and have Minecraft on them, go ahead and launch Minecraft now. Again, make sure you change directory and then launch. I'm going to ask you guys to raise your hand when you either, and listen to these options, either have Minecraft up and ready to go, or you're not going to be using Minecraft today, you're not going to be using your Pi today, but you are ready to continue. All right, so I've heard from Austin. If you can't raise your hand, but you are ready to move on, either you've launched Minecraft on your Pi or you're not using Minecraft today, go ahead and raise your hand or send me a note. And keep that hand raised. I think I just saw some people put their hands down. All right, there's still a few people. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, Dorian, I'm gonna unmute you. Hey, Dorian, what's your status? Are you still opening Minecraft or?
Oh, I'm trying to get my pie turned on right now.
Oh, okay, great. No rush at all. I just wanted to check in. Keep going. And then Austin, you said you're ready to move on. All right, Reese. Hey, Reese, I unmuted you. I do know you said that you came in a little late, but are you caught up? Do you know where we are? Hey, Reese, are you there? All right, your microphone might not be in. I couldn't hear you at least. What we're doing right now is we are just either launching Minecraft on our Pi, and we can do that in the terminal window, or just put your hand up so that I know you're ready, or send me a message. And April, I'm going to unmute you just to check and see how it's going. Hey, April.
Hello.
Are you opening Minecraft? Are you going to use Minecraft today?
No, I'm not because I don't have my Pi hooked up.
Oh, that's
Probably next time I'm gonna have it hooked up though.
great. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's okay, guys, if you can't get your Pi working, and you can kind of follow along. I would ask you, if possible, to open Python so that you can code with us. But go ahead and just raise your hand or let me know next time so I can keep going. All right. Let me see. Hey, Zachary. What about you? Are you going to use Minecraft today?
No, probably not.
All right. All right. So make sure just go ahead and let me know or raise your hand so I can know to move on. All right. Good. Great. Nico, you're on board. Excellent. All right. Everyone is ready to continue. So we are going to be, as I have said before, hacking Minecraft with Python. And so make sure when you are using idle on your Pi, you are using the version 2.7, and the icon for that will not have that 3 next to it. It'll just be this idle here. Don't follow these instructions right now. I just wanted to make that note. If you're using it on your computer, it doesn't matter because it's not going to interact with Minecraft. I just wanted you guys to practice typing out the code. But on your Pi, use this idle here, not idle 3. And we are going to be using an API, which is the Wikipedia definition. It's an application programming interface, a protocol intended to be used as an interface by software components to communicate with each other. It's kind of a complicated definition. What does that mean? Basically, APIs provide us the tools to adapt, modify, or change a program to suit our own needs. So a larger program or kind of organization, for example, Facebook, would have this interface available for certain other groups to create apps that all the users could use. So Facebook kind of has this interface available for other groups to come in and make applications available through Facebook to the users. So the other groups are able to change, modify, use Facebook's program, if that makes sense. That's just an example. We're going to be using Minecraft, and we are going to adapt, modify, or change the Minecraft program, hack it, to suit our own needs. So we are going to launch idle, and we're going to open a new window. And let's start typing this code. The first 3 lines are going to be import lines. We used imports before when we did Python. And we're importing modules or groups of functions. So here we have the import Minecraft and import block modules. And these modules were both made by Minecraft. And then also, I'm not sure that they were made by Minecraft, but they're available as the bridge between Python and Minecraft. They work with Minecraft. But then this is just a standard Python module, the time module, which we've used before. So again, in these modules, what you're doing is you're importing a bunch of functions that have already been defined, more complicated functions, so that you can call them, you can call these functions later on in your own program. And I do want you guys to be going ahead and typing along with me. If you get ahead, if you finish the code, do not save it. We will be saving it before we run it, but the process of saving is a little bit more complicated than it has been in the past. It's really important that it gets saved into the correct space, the correct directory. So do not save it and try to run it. All right. Just want everyone to be on the same page there. Okay, so we have our 3 import lines. And then we have this line here. That's a connection line. It's going to be in any code that you write to connect Python and Minecraft. And that is what it's doing. It's having it so that the Minecraft or Python can talk to Minecraft, and we can bring our programs into that game. Remember, this hashtag means it's a comment, so that's not really part of your code, but you can type it if you'd want to. And this next line, post to chat, is what actually displays this hello Minecraft world, and it's mc.post to chat, and this is a function that's being called. And this string will be displayed in Minecraft. So this function is used with the connection. It was imported from this Minecraft module. Oh. I don't know why that keeps. I'm really sorry, guys. It must have just slid through. There we go. Here's the code for you to be copying. I'll give everyone a couple minutes to catch up. All right, so there's one last line of code in this program. And what this does is it lets you pause so you can see the chat for a certain amount of time. So it's again this time, it's from the time module, and it's the function sleep from the time module for 5 seconds. So this is a more standard line of code that you might remember using before. Calling for that time module, connecting it with a period to the function sleep, and then this input, which is 5. This message is going to be there for 5 seconds. And so this is what your code should look like. So I'm again going to give everyone a moment. Do not save it as hello world yet. It needs to be saved to a very specific location, and you can kind of see that there. It is, go ahead and once you have this typed, raise your hand or send me a message to let me know you're ready. Some people have been doing that. Stephen and Nico, you guys have been doing that. That's very helpful. Thank you. And just be patient, guys. Some are faster typer than others. You do have Minecraft up, so you can look at it. Make sure you keep your hands up. And guys, if you aren't typing along the code today, make sure you raise your hand or let me know too, because in a couple minutes, I will be calling on you guys who haven't let me know, just so that I'm not having the class wait for you. Give one more minute, and then I'm going to call on some people here. Oh, okay, great guys. All right, excellent. All right, so let's move to kind of the next step here. we are going to talk about saving it. So go ahead, go to File, Save As, and this will pop up. You see these are directories, and they're similar to folders. All right, look for first this one here that says MC_Pi and double click it. From there, you're going to have these two options. And you can see up here that it worked because now we're at home/pi/mcpi. And that's Minecraft Pi, right? That's what that stands for. And it's under directory, that's correct. Here you choose API. Double click that. And that'll take you to this screen. I want you guys to double click Python from those selections. And it'll take you to one more screen where you guys are going to double click PI again. But it is just that process. And so you're going to end up saving it to a drive that looks like home/pi/mcpi/API/Python/mcpi. All right, does anyone have a question about that? What you're doing is you're going through clicking the folder, the directory that says mcpi, then API, then Python, then mcpi. Then you're going to type in this box down here, you're going to type the file name and click save. For mine, I did hello world with the H lowercase and the W uppercase. And you'll hit save. Again, mcpi, then API, then Python, then mcpi. Go ahead and raise your hand once you have done that. All right, so we have many people who haven't. Give one more moment and then make sure, raise your hand and keep them raised. Oh, okay, Stephen, you're saying MCPI is not showing in your directories. What might be the problem there is that you don't have MCPI in this home Pi section. It might still be on your USB. You might have put it in another place. I'm going to unmute you, Steven. Hey, Steven. So, can you find it in your file manager?
I'll look there.
You looked and it's not there?
No, it's not there.
Okay. So you might have to put, and you're sure you have Minecraft on your Pi?
Yes, it's going right now.
Okay. One moment. All right. So did you put it on your Pi in lab?
No, I did it. It's with a USB port.
Okay. And when you did you put it on your Pi the same way with using your file manager?
Yeah,
And did you put it in the Pi subdirectory?
yeah.
I'm not sure that does not make sense. Honestly, it might have been that something didn't download correctly on your computer and it didn't carry over. If Minecraft is running on your Pi right now,
Yeah.
that does not really make sense to me. That again could have been one of those glitches. I would try just double checking, making sure, opening the file manager, trying to find where those files are. Let me see, there might be a command to find that. Hold on, Steven. Yeah, Steven, I'll check to see if there's a command to find the location of that group of files, but it will be on your Pi. You just have to find where it is and move it back to that Pi subdirectory. All right. All right, guys. Let me show you kind of the next step. Once you have it saved, you're going to open a terminal window, a second terminal window, and you're going to change directories. Do you guys remember how when you ran Minecraft using your terminal? And again, the reason that we're using our terminal so much, you can change different preferences on your Pi. You can do a lot of things without ever opening that terminal. But we think it's important that you guys understand how you use a terminal and have a much better understanding of the Linux system. People that use Linux a lot of times will use those commands instead of the traditional kind of icon clicking process. It is much faster once you have gotten used to it and understand those commands really well. But it's interesting, most people do not know how to use the command terminal, so it is a good skill to practice. So we're going to change directories like we did using that cd command and then naming the directory. And if you remember where we saved our file, we saved it in the mcpi directory, and within that one, we saved it within this directory, and within this directory, and within this directory. So we're going to have to change directories 1, 2, 3, 4 times. First command, cd mcpi, in our terminal window. Press enter. Then cd api, press enter. cd python, press enter. cd mcpi, press enter. All right, you go through all 4, and each time you go, I have a screenshot here. This blue kind of preface before you type gets updated. So now you're just dealing with your whole Pi. You press enter after this command mcpi, and now you're specifically dealing with the files within this directory. Now you're dealing with the files within this directory that are in this directory, and it continues. A way to think about it is if you are trying to get to look through the different papers you've written for your English class, think about opening your documents, and you go to documents, you go into your files, and in there's a file just for your schoolwork, and you open that file, and in there you have all your different subjects, and then you open English, and in there are all your files that just have to do with English. You know, you're going through those different levels. Get really specific. All right, and then we're going to check to see if your Python file, if you added it to the right directory. And to do that, you're just going to use the command ls, and it'll give you a list of files that are in that directory. And yours should be there. If it is there, you can launch your program by typing the command python and then the name of your program.py. And so here I've done the 4 commands, the 4 change directory commands. I asked for a list of the files. I had all of them. There was hello world. And here I needed to type Python first. I did not type Python first. So Python and then hello world.py. And then this is what happened. Hello Minecraft world popped up while I was playing, which is very cool. So I'm going to leave this up here. Go ahead, raise your hand if you've gotten it to work. Luke, did you get it to work, or do you have a question? I'm going to unmute you. Hey, Luke, what's your question?
I got it to work.
Awesome. That's great. That's really awesome. Go ahead, guys. Leave those hands up. Luke has some great advice for Steven. Steven, you might have to scroll to the right to see all the folders. See, I think it's hard because not everyone's pies are exactly the same, or they should be the same, but just because we're using different equipment, I can see all my folders right there. But he's saying, see the scroll bar, make sure you're scrolling all the way to see all of your folders. Nico has a shortcut for us. He says, try just typing cd mdc okay. Hold on, let me type it out for everyone, Nico. I have not tried this. I can try this right now. He says you can just type I'll leave it up here for everyone. And guys, if you know of an easier, a faster, a better way to do something or something cool, please do not hesitate to send me that information, especially with Minecraft. I know a lot of you guys really like Minecraft, have used it a lot, and so we love to get more input. So you can do that instead of having to do 4 separate lines of code. I'll try that now and see if that works on my Pi. So again, make sure you type that Python right there. Python space hello world.py. Reese, we are doing Minecraft Pi for the whole webinar. We are going to be doing Minecraft Pi Monday and Wednesday, and then we're going to be moving to kind of shifting gears again, away from more software and computers and hardware, and we're going to be talking about some other kinds of engineering. some more traditional kinds of engineering. I think we're going to be going into some like ancient engineering techniques and then doing some hands-on stuff with rockets. And there's lots of really cool stuff to do. Andrew, with the 3D models, Andrew had a question about when we are printing our 3D models. I believe that since that is through lab, I believe what Mr. D was saying was that he wanted you to send the file that you wanted printed to him, and then he would print them, because only a certain number of people got to print them in lab because it just takes so long. As you guys do know, he is currently helping at home with pretty much 24-hour care of a family member of ours who is very ill, and we really apologize. We really appreciate you guys being patient with that. He is getting through some of those 3D print models, but just send that to him and he will try to get that to you. All right, guys, it is 7:20. So what I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show you one more code. So some of you guys that have gotten this to work can try that different code, and it's adding blocks to the game. Next Wednesday, we're going to do loops so that you can add a whole wall of blocks, and that's when it really starts to take off. We also are going to build a rainbow, and you can really start to see how you can modify and change the program and make different things in Minecraft. So for the rest of class, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys this new code, and then I want to open the floor. If anyone is having trouble getting it to work, doesn't understand what they're supposed to do, is confused on how to run it, they can ask me and I can try to work with them. And guys, raise your hand and talk out loud, because very few hands are raised right now, so this is really complicated stuff. So this is create block, this program. It starts out the same up to here. It's those 3 imports and then the connection. And then again, we're doing this hello Minecraft world. The reason that we're doing this again is we just want to make sure it works. Sometimes you place a block in the world and you can't see it. You either just put it too far away or don't know where to look. But this is a way to tell that, okay, part of my program is running correctly. Let's see what's going on. So hello Minecraft world will stay up for 5 seconds. And then we're going to place a stone block in the world. And this is the new code. So again, we're using this MC dot that connects back up here. And then we're using set block, which is a function from our block module. And then these are the X, Y, and Z coordinates. So if you guys have been done X, Y, and Z coordinates in math, you know that the X axis is horizontal, the Y axis is vertical. And if this was a sheet of paper with the X and the Y axis, where they meet is the origin. And at that origin where they meet, imagine another line coming straight out of your paper towards you and straight into your paper to the floor. That's the Z-axis. And so you can use all 3 axes to describe something in 3D space. So consider if you're standing at that axis and you want to place a stone 5 units to the right, you would use the X-axis. Or if you're standing right here, you wanted to place a stone 10 units up, you would use the Y-axis. If you're standing right here and you wanted to place the rock not to the right or left of you and not up or down, but you wanted to place the rock or the stone 5 in front of you, you would use the Z-axis. So if you see, you can do combinations of them in using all 3 to place the stone anywhere. And so this is actually a great way to get to understand how 3D space works with Minecraft, because you can add the blocks this way and kind of see how the orientation works. So here are the 3 coordinates. And then block.stone, this is the kind of block that you're adding. So here you see block.melon, block.diamond underscore block, and these are just different kinds of blocks. And this one is just going to send the block 10 units above you. So if you're in the game, look up. This is going to be 10 units above you again, and 1 over. So it's going to be right next to. Stone and melon are going to be right next to each other. And this one is going to be 1 above the stone. All right. Exactly, Nico. You can build crazy things in Minecraft that would take forever, but you can do it super fast. So we have about 5 minutes left. I'm going to put people's hands down. Raise your hand if you have a question. I'm going to leave this code up. And I'm also going to bring up the code. Hold on, I'm going to pause the screen for 1 moment. I'm also going to bring up the code on how to terminal. Hold on. All right, so now I have both up. That's what I was trying to do. Pull both of these up so you guys can see both. In case different students are copying from different things, they're looking at some different things here. And let's see, we do have someone's hand is up. Zachary, what's your question? Hey, Zachary.
It pertains nothing to Minecraft, but hello. It pertains nothing to Minecraft, but when are the 18th and 20th webinars going to be posted?
Oh, those
on Edmodo?
Those should have been posted. I will check back on that. If not, they'll be posted right after I post the ones from tonight. Sorry about that, Zachary. Let me text Mr. D.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Steven. Do you have a question?
About what Luke said, I scrolled to the right, MC Pi still wasn't there.
It still wasn't there. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you open your file manager, and what are the options that you see for the main directories? What are the options that you see in your file manager? Steven? Steven may have been kicked offline. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. If he gets back on, I can try to work with him. All right. Some people are having some questions. Nico asks, world edit, but in code, says Andrew. Exactly right. It's very cool. Does block.air work? I'm not sure, but I would love for you to try, Nico. Evan asked how fast will this video be on Edmodo? I've already converted it. I'm going to post it after class today, and I'll check on those videos from last week. What would happen if you type, this is from Reese, MC set block 01 stone and mc.setBlock01 melon. Reese. So you're asking what would happen if I tried to put a stone and a melon in the same spot. That is something I'm not sure. And so normally what might happen if Minecraft was not so glitchy is, it might say, oh, program can't be run, or maybe it would just be the melon because that was second. And remember, your syntax is a little different than what I have here. It has to be block.stone in all caps, right? And you're using parentheses, not brackets. But try it out. It might try to let it run and it might just shut your whole Minecraft down. So that is one thing that happens when you have a glitchy program. You try stuff out and then you don't understand why, but it shut down. That's a really good thing to think about. Like, what happens if I don't do my measurements exactly right and all of a sudden 2 blocks are supposed to be in the same space? Block.air will work, says Andrew Paget. Andrew also said, Andrew knows, he's in the know here. The last one you do is done. So that it is like what I was saying. So if you say put a stone there, then put a melon there, you would see the melon. So thanks, Andrew. All right, guys, it is the end of our time. This information will be on the video, so you can stop and pause wherever you need. Please let me know if you have any questions. We will be doing this a little bit more and adding loops on Wednesday, so it'll be really cool. And then we will be switching to some very different kinds of engineering next week. So exciting things happening. Bye. Thank you, guys, and I will see you next week. We still have a minute if anyone has questions, but you guys can jump off if not.